god, hey, how are you doing? My name is Adrienne, but you probably already knew that since we're best friends. Just to break character for a little bit, on this channel, I like to try to talk to y'all like, we're friends on a FaceTime call, because I feel like sometimes watching YouTube commenters just yap on and on about difficult topics. While that is a great thing to do, it also could be a bit intimidating. Maybe I'll get a better camera one day, but this is about the quality of what a camera would be on a FaceTime call, same with audio. So, just to break character for one more second, I'm not going to be showing any TikToks or photos because it sounds so lazy. They're hard to edit into the videos with my not so great laptop. It can be kind of hard to put in the videos and stuff like that, and my laptop kind of overheats, and I don't want my half-cooked YouTube attempts to be the reason my laptop explodes. So, anyway. Okay, have you heard of the Girl Spot? I'm a bit late to this conversation. A women's only gym? That's a great idea. I mean, so many women get harassed by people in gyms, and that sounded sarcastic. I'm actually being so dead serious. Gyms are a spot of so much harassment and women, and it's actually a really big issue. It really is. It's a genuine issue, and I love the idea of a women's only gym. No one deserves to be harassed while trying to make themselves fit. You get the idea. No one deserves to be interrupted in their getting fit workout routine to be like, hey, but I'm not going to finish that sentence. So I really like this idea. It's a great safe space, right? Yeah, totally. Great safe space, right? Wrong. Stick with me here. The creator of the Girl Spot, I believe her name is Natalie. I believe when she was about to start her gym and she was getting funding for it, she tweeted that this is a trans woman inclusive space, which I want to say is ideal. If you're going to have a women's only gym, you should accept women. I mean, like, girl, say it with me, trans women are women. Duh. It's in the name. So obviously, if you're gonna create a women's only gym, all women should be allowed. But the thing is, she backtracked. Yeah. Right now, she did a little rewind and said, actually, this is a single sex space. Okay? This is a single sex space. So, only biological women allowed. Some little gremlins on the internet are like, obviously, trans women are part of the problem. No, they're not. Fun fact, I have a little fact for you. Trans women also get harassed. A lot. Especially, not saying you have to pass to be a trans woman. Not all. I use he, they pronouns. Do I look like I use he, they pronouns? No, I do not. But that doesn't change the fact that I do. And not all trans women have to pass to be women. But, specifically right now, I'm going to talk about the women who pass really well. And the most conservative of conservatives look at them and they first thing they think is, that's a woman. Here's the thing. Those women now get harassed just as much as cis women, okay? And if people find out they're trans, they get harassed more. Because now, on top of the usual sexual harassment that all women have experienced at one point in their life, they also have, to anyone who knows they're trans and doesn't support, they're getting harassed by them too. So you simultaneously have both, which makes everything really difficult. I think what Natalie is failing to realize is trans women need a safe space too. And they're gonna fit in with your women's only gym because, shocker, they're women. But like, girl, first of all, I have two problems with this. One, like, how's she gonna tell? How's she gonna tell if they're biological women? And second of all, what's she gonna do about trans men? Here, Okay, slow down. I gotta talk to you about both. Okay. How in God's good, glorious name is she gonna be able to tell that they're trans women or cis women? Like, girl. Okay. Again, I'm gonna talk about specifically the well passing. Obviously, again, just want to reiterate, you don't have to pass to be a woman. For this current discussion, I'm going to talk about women who, again, the most Trump supporter redneck, I can always tell, looks at them and is like, that's a woman. There's no chance that's a male. Because, believe it or not, a lot of those women exist. A lot of those trans women exist. Here's my issue. If someone like that, someone completely passing, walks into that gym, she's gonna have no clue. She's not gonna know if that's a biological woman or a woman who transitioned. I'm pretty sure when you walk into a gym, they're not allowed to check your parts to see, oh, are you a woman or a man? And even if they were allowed to, change surgeries exist, alright, honey? You might not be able to tell. So that's my first flaw with it. That's going to be an incredibly difficult rule to enforce. Duh. That's going to be incredibly hard. It's just a bad rule because you're not going to really know. No one's going to know. How are you going to enforce this rule without violating so many boundaries? Second, what about trans? And again, obviously, you don't have to look masculine to identify as a man. But again, we're going to talk about the well-passing men, the ones who have had top surgery, hormone therapy. What are you going to do if they cruise into your gym? You're going to be like, you're a man. You're not allowed in here. I'm biologically a woman. And they're telling the truth. And then that raises the point. This is a whole spiral. This is a whole thing of things that are very unlikely to happen. Please just stick with me, okay? I'm going to go down a spiral. These are a lot of what ifs. A lot of what ifs. What if a trans man comes into your gym? But it's so well passing, you think biological male, and you're like, you're not allowed in here. Like, it's your rule. And then that also raises the point of, and this is going to sound extreme, but what if there's a cis man who wants to prey on woman who goes in and is like, I'm a trans man, so, you know, I'm biologically a woman, which is unlikely to happen, but never impossible because creepy men go to creepy lengths. You know what I mean. Anyway, there are just a lot of problems with that rule and, like, how she would enforce that. How would she enforce that? It's so difficult to enforce. That'd be crazy. And then to move on to another moral standpoint, what type of people are going to be going to your gym? Not the good type. Because any cis woman who sees, oh, trans people aren't allowed, I'm going to go there. You're going to, get a lot of TERFs, a lot of people who discriminate and hate trans people. And second, you're going to get a lot of questioning people who are like, I think that woman, that one's trans. Kick her out. Like, that's not an environment you want to create. That's an environment of hate. People are going to leave one sort of harassment and enter another, and that's so dumb. The whole thing is dumb. And then the fact that she claims she's not transphobic, and I think that's stupid. Because you inherently are. If you are saying trans women cannot go to a women's only gym, then what are trans women if not women? You cannot claim to fully support trans women, be like, trans women are women, but they're not allowed in my women's only gym. And then to double down, well, I'm just trying to create a safe space for women. Are you saying trans people are dangerous? Specifically trans women, are they dangerous? She's acting like she's either A, grouping them in, like, with men, which is a problem in and of itself, or B, she's creating a third category. She's creating the transgender. Anyway, so either way, though, it's very, very clear she doesn't think trans woman equal woman. She thinks trans woman equal other thing, and that's so dumb. And what's even stupider is the fact she insists she's not transphobic. I guess my point with this whole video is the woman spot seems like, for now, somewhere that's not good. I'm gonna break character again for a second and just talk to y'all as an audience directly. If you are transphobic, get out. Get out. I don't want to see comments. I don't want to see anything like that. Oh, there's testosterone. Get out, okay? I don't want to hear you. I don't want to hear you spewing hateful speech. That's not happening, okay? That's not happening here. I will delete comments. I will report you. That is what's going to happen. I am not dealing with that. This channel, along with being fun, FaceTime call type thing, it is not going to accept hate. Back to the actual video. I just think it's such a bad business model because she's fostering like an environment for hate. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. I don't know. Do you, you get what I'm saying, girl? You get what I'm saying. Trans women need safety too. If she's really trying to create a safe spot for women, include every woman, especially women who have gone through really hard things. Not to say cis women haven't. Like, duh. They go through hard things. That's why there's a girl spot in the first place. That's why people feel unsafe going to the gym. Because cis women have it hard. Trans women also have it hard. They deserve a safe space too. And the leader of this girl spot cannot seem to grasp that. She drives me crazy. I think someone should start a girl spot and name it Girls Place and then accept trans women. Talk to you later. Bye!